The size of your waist does not determine the size of your heart. Fellow Toastmasters, most honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very warm good evening to all of you. How many of you have a problem with their body type, or the way they look, or they have looked? As far as I remember, Toastmaster, it was just last week that you called me and said that how fat you've become. The size of your waist does not determine the size of your heart. The figures on that scale or the mirror does not determine how you are. Being comfortable in your own skin starts with you. It can be really difficult. I completely agree with that, as we live in a society that prizes unrealistic images of a perfect body. But it is possible, and it starts with what you say to yourself when you look at yourself in that mirror. Since childhood, we have been exposed to a series of images on media that reinforce the perfection and attractiveness of this ideal female perfection, with makeup on point, eyebrows on fleek, and having that perfect body. And of course, male perfection with those chiseled, giant tattoo abs, a chest carved to perfection like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and of course, not to mention those 17-inch biceps. Who can miss those 17-inch biceps? We are constantly confronted with Photoshop images of bodybuilders, fitness models, and celebrities who embody these traits in a process designed to make us feel worthless, and not to mention insecure about ourselves, so that we pour more and more products. Many of you have known me long enough to remember that I used to be extremely skinny. And if you believe that this is really skinny, trust me, you haven't seen 2 years back. And if you think this is really skinny, you haven't visited my Instagram account. I used to be made fun of with all sorts of names. Toastmaster Mudassir used to call me noodle arms. I still remember Toastmaster Jahangir once called me chicken legs. And mostly everyone in our club used to call me hanger, and used to say that we forgot to bring our hanger, so can we hang our coat on you? But the best part is that none of that really affected me, as I remained the same way for nearly 18 to 19 years of my life. And it was this one random day when I decided to change myself. I looked at myself in the mirror and then I decided that I am going to make a difference to this. And that is the day from which I have never looked back. And no, ladies and gentlemen, the secret does not lie in this box of chocolate whey protein, but the secret lies within yourself. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, and if you're not pursuing it, you are literally committing spiritual suicide. If you have a dream, a goal that you're stretching out for, and that goal takes you out of your comfort zone, you will get to know that you had some of the abilities that you didn't even know you had. If you're not where you wish to be, if you do not have what you want to have, it has absolutely nothing to do with anything but the fact that you are not making the sacrifice. If it were easy, anyone would do it. For instance, 8 out of 10 people in this room right now don't have the perfect posture. Some of us slouch, don't stand properly, don't walk straight. Why don't we do that? Because we do not want to get out of our comfort zone. According to a research, if you perfect your posture, you can add up to 1.5 inches to your height. And that does make a huge difference. We all come across those miraculous pills and products over the internet saying that you can lose up to 20 kg in just a matter of 2 weeks. And trust me, I know a lot of people who have fallen for such products. What people don't realize is that using such products, the results won't happen. And even if you are able to lose that much amount of weight in that less amount of time, it is extremely unhealthy and even dangerous for your body. Most of us set out with goals, big goals, but you will rarely find anyone setting out with a goal as big and some as unattainable as losing 60 kg. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster Roya set out with the goal of losing 60 kg, coming down all the way from 130 kg to 65 kg. Now, she didn't sit in a corner and cry about her bad genetics or bad health. She took control of her genetics, she took control of her destiny, and set it out to perform an intense weight loss program in a period of 6 years and lost 60 kg. And here she is right now, an inspiration to all of us and to everyone who says that losing weight is difficult. And to everyone who says that I cannot say no to that pizza or I cannot say no to that pasta or that burger. She has said no to McDonald's since the past 7 years. I personally cannot say no to McDonald's for more than 7 days. A person cannot be successful until you turn your dreams and your wishes into greatness. Until you allow your dreams to push you from where you are right now to where you wish to be. You have to allow your dreams to get over your success and to allow you to succeed. You have been given an opportunity of a lifetime, and there is no point if you do not take advantage of it. This is the time right now. If you want to make it work, you have to say yes to your life. You have to say yes to your dreams, yes to the potential that every one of us have. And you have to say yes, you can, to yourself. There is a famous African proverb. If you do not have an enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. Anyone can look like someone else. Anyone can be someone else. But it takes a lot to be yourself, to create a figure out of yourself so that others can follow to it and have an inspiration from it. As Allah Almighty said in the Holy Quran, verily, Allah does not change the condition of people until they change what is within themselves. With this, back to you.